All right. Well, hi everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of Models and Movies. And today I have with me Beth.
Hi.
Do you wish to identify yourself as something other than just Beth?
I'm Beth Love.
Beth Love.
Yeah.
You are a cosplay type model?
Yeah.
Cool. Good.
Yeah,
and,
pretty much.
We had a shoot today.
Uh-huh.
And then we watched a movie.
We did. The best movie ever.
That's a lie.
No,
It was not the best movie ever. It was not the best movie ever.
So good.
All right, and I'm going to turn you down a little bit because there's
sorry.
noises. Loud noises! Okay, so what did we watch?
We watched Barbarella.
Barbarella. No, not Queen of the Universe.
Queen of
Just
the...
what?
Really?
What did you call it?
Queen of the Universe.
No. Queen of the Universe. Barbarella Queen of the Universe was the re-edit in 1973, I believe it was, where they took out all of the nudity for television purposes.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that.
Yep, so there were actually two different movies made, one before the MPAA, one after the MPAA, and it received a PG rating after the MPAA, and they had to remove all of the nudity from the film. But we saw the 1968 original Barbarella. Okay, so let's get right into it.
You don't even know what to say because it was so good.
Well, the first thing I want to do is have one of these, have this delicious beer because I'm going to need it for this. We're drinking Rogue Voodoo Donut. It is Mango Astronaut Ale, and I picked this specifically because we were watching a science fiction film. Well, it was sort of a science fiction film.
It was totally a science fiction film. It was. I mean, what else would you call it?
A pile of shit.
No!
That is one big pile of shit.
That's what I would have called it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the plot. Beth, would you like to explain the plot of Barbarella? I'll wait.
Crap. Jane Fonda has an amazing body.
And that's pretty much the plot of Barbarella.
That's pretty much the plot.
Well done.
Oh my God, it's amazing though. It's so good.
It was not good.
No, I think that she's going after the bad guy.
Named
Durand.
Durand.
It has a D and the
It
end
does
of
have,
it.
yes.
Okay. But
Yeah.
the iconic 80s band Duran took their name after that.
Okay, I
So-
can buy that. Sure.
I think that'll show you what an important movie this is.
A cinematic masterpiece
Exactly.
that was so completely necessary.
Oh! I mean, you see her nipples and everything. It's a great movie.
Okay, but let's get back to the plot. What was the plot of Barbarella? Beth's having a little bit of trouble with the plot, and here's the best that I could piece it together. Now, let's please understand that this is the first time I've ever seen the film. Beth has seen it a couple of times?
Yeah.
Okay, because
This
she's
is probably
really
the third or
horny
fourth
for...
time. No, it's just so good.
Okay, she says it's good.
Oh, it's so good.
I disagree, but we'll talk about that here in a bit. So the plot of Barbarella is a space... Holy shit! What was it called? She's a spaceometrics or.
Besides, you're a 5-star, double-rated astronavigatrix.
No, she's
Astronominatrix.
yeah,
she's
basically.
an astronominatrix.
She's a sexy astronaut.
Uh-huh. Anyway, so she has been given. She's out patrolling in her dildo ship.
No,
and,
well, it's just a regular ship.
kind of. And she is given a mission to go to this particular planet to find Durand. And the president of the world, of Earth, has not given her any information as to what he looks like. That has he did. He gave her like one shitty picture, and you're seeing it right here. One shitty picture.
That's all I had.
Okay, so the most dangerous person in the universe,
right?
And they have one shitty picture of him. And it looks like a school picture from first grade when all the kids line up and one kid's got like a gorilla mask on, pretty much. I mean, that's what I saw.
What the hell school did did you go to?
Astronaut school. Okay, so
I like that in Florida that's actually a legitimate school.
it could be. Oh, you're right. There is astronaut.
It is. It's on the
Okay.
East Coast.
Very good. So basically, she's on this mission to find Durant to stop him from building the positron ray.
All I know is that it's a weapon. And she's all like, I live in a peaceful world. What's a weapon, huh?
Oh, by the way, this is
Right.
the year 40,000.
Right. They don't say that in the movie, though.
They don't say it in the movie, but
Right.
they say it in promotional materials afterwards. I looked it up. It's 40,000 AD.
Right.
And obviously, because to have an astronominatrix, it probably takes 40,000 years to get to. All right. So anyway, so she goes to the planet where Durant is, and then a bunch of creepy kids try to stop her, and then a hairy buffalo man, Chewbacca man, tries to stop her and then has sex with her, and then she goes to another place where a woman tries to have sex with her. No, first she almost gets raped by two guys, and then she almost gets raped by the girl that saves her from.
You're missing the whole point of the movie. Okay. So the whole point of the movie is the only movie that I know of that is a combination of sexploitation and sexual liberation. Do you see nudity? Absolutely.
Oh, you do.
Yes, you do. But you also see Barbarella, a.k.a. Jane Fonda, making
Hanoi Jane, by the way. Hanoi Jane.
What?
Go ahead.
All right. Making all the decisions in terms of what she wants for her sexual experiences.
So it's a female empowerment movie.
It is. No,
It's
it
not.
so is. It so is. All right. She makes the decision when she has sex for the first time, which is with the hairy man.
So let's talk about that. Sex for
Yeah.
the first time.
Yeah.
So it's not the first time she's ever had sex.
No,
sex.
it's the first time she's had, sex.
Sex. How do they have sex in the year 40,000?
They have pills.
They take drugs.
Yeah.
And then
And then they get excited and their hair curls. And
they hold their hand up
they
like
hold their
this,
hands up,
and it's like,
and they're,
oh,
and then their
there you
hair
go.
curls.
Then that's
Yeah.
that's how they jizz.
Yeah. But
How is that for the guy though? Does he like just?
I mean,
make a mess in his
you saw
pants?
that part of the video.
Well, his hair went all nutso, but I
Yeah.
don't know if he squirted in his jeans or something.
Would they show that though?
I do hope not.
Exactly.
All right, so eventually through a maze of mishaps, then she meets Icarus,
Pygar.
blind Icarus,
Pygar is his name.
Pygar,
Pygar.
who is a flying man,
He's a blind angel.
blind angel, last of his kind,
Yeah.
somehow landed on this same planet.
They missed that part. Why he's the last of his kind? I don't know.
I don't even think he was important to the plot, to be completely honest. In fact, I don't know if anybody was important to the plot. Barbarella and Durant was important, and then there was a being, a power on this planet that created evil or something like that.
That was Duran Duran.
No, the Black Queen said that only the evil in the planet could vanquish Durant. Were you watching the moment?
Yes!
You were watching? Okay. Well, we were watching
Now
different
I
movies, I
forget.
guess.
I shall free the Mathmos.
Do you think that's wise?
Silga will disappear. It will be the end. The apocalypse.
Damn it.
Yeah, anyway. So it's basically an hour and 24 minutes of watching Jane Fonda change outfits 7 times.
Which are so good. Oh my
They-
God, her costumes are amazing.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but yes. Okay, so, and then at the very end, Durant points his positron ray at a bunch of people, kills them all,
Yeah.
and then it catches on fire and he dies?
You're
Does he
focusing
die?
too much on specifics. I
No,
don't know.
I'm talking about the plot.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, apparently the plot doesn't matter because Jane Fonda is naked. A bunch of other people are naked. There's a big hairy Chewbacca man. There is a very shaved angel man.
Pygar. Yeah.
There's Porn Stash.
Yeah. Oh, porn stash.
That's Dildonic.
Yeah, Dildonic is his name. Oh my God. The point that you're really missing though is that
Is the creepy children?
no.
Oh.
Well, that too. The point. Yeah, don't have children.
What is the point?
The point is that Durant
Yes.
decides that he can destroy anybody with a machine that'll make them so much pleasure their brain explodes.
The Pianotron.
Right. But Barbarella is here to show him that the female orgasm knows no bounds. Which is why...
The orgasm she didn't have up until that day?
No, she had it the first time. That's what she sang in the first, like, la, la.
I know, that was the same day.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
I think this whole film took place in like 45 real-time minutes.
Well...
Because it feels like... Well, okay, let me say this. In real-time movie minutes, like the action of the film, I think it took about 45 minutes. To watch the film, I think took 4.5 hours. It was painfully long to watch.
You know what, dude? I'm sorry that witnessing the female orgasm is so painful for you.
That's a myth. There is no such thing as the female orgasm, so just get over
Especially when you
yourself.
have multiple orgasms. It's so good.
That's
Anyways.
just crazy talk now. Insanity. All right, so let's move on. We're going to talk about the characters.
Okay.
So first, obviously, we have to talk about Barbarella. Now, Barbarella, I got to hand it to you. You nailed it. She is all about female empowerment.
She is.
She is the heroine of this film, and also the heroine of this film, because holy crap, that ADR voiceover was crap.
What's ADR again?
ADR is when you record voices after the movie's done. You go into the sound booth and you try to match up your mouth to what you were saying in the.
You can't blame movies for literally 50 years ago when that was all they had.
Sure, I can. Lots of films got it right.
Okay.
Anyway.
Fair enough. Boo.
All right. And then the first person we meet is Chewbacca.
Yes.
I don't remember his character name.
I
But
don't either.
So this man dressed in a Chewbacca suit.
He's wearing a fursuit, yeah.
Yeah, so he finds her after she's crash landed on this planet, and then to pay for a ride for her to get back to her ship. Somehow she went away from her ship and then got attacked by little children and children monsters.
Yeah,
Anyway,
true.
to take her back to her ship, it was ass, grass, or gas, and she needed to give up the ass.
Well, he said, I would like to make love to you. And she's like, all right.
It was a little rapey.
No. He said, I would like to. She goes, okay.
It was rapey.
No. Hey, man. Yeah, it's
so
called dubious consent.
Anyway, so he gets ready to rape her.
Yeah.
But she's going to allow the rape because she's never had sex before. She doesn't know what it is to actually have, as you put it, sex. All right. So he pulls off his Chewbacca suit to reveal yet another Chewbacca suit.
He's
because
hairy. It's true.
And he's not just hairy. I think he's extra hairy because the makeup people glued hair on his chest in an effort to make him more manly.
I think that was a thing in the 60s, though, to be honest.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah.
It was virility to be that hairy, yeah.
Goddamn.
I'm glad that's gone.
I was going to say, I'm so glad we lived that. Oh, my God.
Yeah, not good. Okay, so moving on. We're going to talk about Pygar now.
Yeah.
Pygar is a blind angel.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't quite get Pygar.
He can't fly,
Yeah.
even though he has these giant wings.
Until he gets laid.
Until he gets his lucky feather,
Well,
which
basically...
is getting laid, getting nutted. So he gets his lucky feather, and then he can fly.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know where to fly, so then he says, Barbarella says, well, I'll be your eyes. I'll show you where to fly. And instead of climbing on his back like a normal human being was, she's a so he's holding
Offensive
her
offensive language.
I'll bleep it out. So he's holding her like this, like the Virgin Mary holds the baby or the dead Christ, and he's flying that way. It's like the most inappropriate way to fly if you had wings. But let's go on. So he's useless through the whole movie, right? He just keeps getting captured.
Yeah, but I'm gonna assume again that it was the 1968 abilities they had.
We're totally gonna talk about the technical value of this film, and that's where things turn around for me. But so then we talk about Porn Stash. Porn Stash is the comedy relief.
No, okay.
I use comedy relief with big giant finger quotes because
Wow, show me your giant fingers again.
not a goddamn thing was funny in this movie.
Oh, come on!
Intentionally funny.
With his hair?
Nothing was intentionally funny.
Oh, I hate you.
It was unintentionally hilarious.
You're the worst.
Yeah. Anyway, so Porn Stash has his secret underground lair, and he's part of the resistance, which is punching yourself in the head. I'm not kidding. That's their sign. That's their sign.
Butchering
is
this
punching
movie,
themselves.
by the way.
Resistance, right?
What?
Don't they say to the resistance?
Yeah. Anyways,
see,
you're
I'm right.
totally butchering this movie.
All right. And nothing works in his lair, and that's the joke.
Wonk wonk.
Yeah, funny.
Waka waka.
Anyway, so then after that, they end up in a suicide booth. Oh wait, we're not even talking about that. Then we meet the king of, or the soon-to-be king of this planet, who is this guy who looks like another actor that I'll pop up on the screen here, and I can't remember his name. I'll also put
You
his...
mean Duran Duran?
No. Oh, she ruins everything. We're not supposed to know at this time that this is Duran Duran. All right, so you ruined the surprise that that guy is Duran Duran. And then we meet the Black Queen, who is barely a character.
Yeah, she's kind of...
Although we see her 3 different times in 3 different outfits. One time she's a post-apocalyptic vampire hunter who's missing an eye. Or
That's
just has,
right.
She just has an eye patch.
That one time.
The second time she's like this sexy queen who is like almost a dominatrix. And then the third time she is basically sleeping. So she's in negligee or something like that. Anyway, so that's the Black Queen. And then I think that's it for characters. There's nobody else in this film.
Yeah, you're right.
Nobody of merit, really.
We have the people in the maze. They're in the...
Yeah, there was that Doctor Strange or
That's
whoever
right.
he
What
is
was-
with
I
the
don't even remember
weird
his name was.
with the weird stick-on
Damn it.
fur on his chin. I
Yeah.
forget what his name was too, but
I don't know. Okay, apparently not that important.
so those are the characters.
Yeah.
We'll move on. So let's talk about the quality of the film.
A+.
No. Okay, so I'm going to mention this right off the top. The set design, the production design.
The set was amazing.
The set pieces were amazing.
Yes.
The sets were amazing. There was beautiful matte painting. There was very interesting special effects with a lot of lava lamp
Yes.
effects.
I think most of it was lava lamp, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it did seem like lava lamps
what can I
were
do?
purchased for this film. A lot of weird practical effects that were going on in this film, like Pygar's wings were fully articulated and they worked all the time. It was really cool.
Which was gorgeous. It was so impressive, to be honest.
It actually looked better than that CGI bullshit that they do in X-Men.
Oh, agreed.
So
for sure.
Practical effects always look better than CGI. That's
Yeah.
just the way things are. And so this movie spent some money on set design.
Yeah.
Props, I don't know. Some of the guns and
Well,
they were nice. They were interesting.
you have to figure at this point, a lot of these props were new at the time.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, story time. I watched an episode of Doctor Who that was from the '60s, and the bad guy was wrapped in bubble wrap, and I was like, "What? Bubble wrap? Blah blah." But
They had a girl wrapped in
Right.
bubble
Here's the thing.
wrap. Bubble wrap.
here's the thing: bubble wrap was new, like literally that year.
Oh,
So
clever.
yeah, they were using, things that to our modern eye are like, meh. But back in the day, pretty avant-garde.
So yeah, quality of the film, visuals were impressive for 1968 and low budget. They were actually very impressive.
Yeah.
The cinematography was awful. The editing was awful.
I'll take your word for it because I didn't.
Yeah. So quality of the film, as far as that goes, they blew all of their money on set design. So,
And costume.
oh, you're right. Yeah, costuming was great.
God, as a costumer, it was gorgeous.
Costuming was amazing. Whoever was given carte blanche on that just went apeshit, and they did a fantastic job.
It's beautiful.
All right, so let's talk about the special effects.
Well,
I'm going to say the exploding, there were all these black guards.
yeah.
And when Barbarella would shoot them, she would shoot them, and then, this is the bad editing, the scene would cut to just the soldier or the Black Knight or whatever. 1, 2, boom, and it would explode. I'm just like, what happened to immediate effects of shooting something, or they had to warm up or something, or they just it was weird. It was weird. It was weird that it took them that long to explode after they got shot.
All right, so on the one hand, it would say, yeah, you're right, it was lame. On the other hand, how many films have we watched from 1968? For all we know, that was like, wow!
Oh, no, I'm
like
sure.
the craziest stuff ever.
I'm sure it was great. I'm sure it was very good.
You can't compare it to, Michael
No, of course
Bay,
you-
whatever.
Of course not. It's just I'm saying from the editing perspective, that
Right.
was lazy and terrible that they waited so long between getting shot and exploding. I just think that could have been done better. So the other special effects of her rolling around inside of her spaceship when she was crashing, that was very Shatner.
Oh, okay.
Which actually happened afterwards. So I think
Literally-
Shatner got it from Jane Fonda.
Exactly.
All right, good.
Just saying.
There was one time in the beginning where I guess she was crashing or whatever, and the set had obviously rotated, and you were watching Jane Fonda act and slide away from the camera in a
right.
weird way because they had forgotten to move the camera to show that the set was tilted. So it was
Here's
bizarre.
the thing.
It was bizarre.
You're nitpicking
I am.
because in
I am.
1968, they were like, look at Jane Fonda's boobs. Whoa.
Oh, well, obviously. Jane
Jiggly,
Fonda's
jiggly,
boobs.
jiggly. Exactly.
Jiggly, jiggly.
Jiggly, jiggly.
I will say that there was a scene in the beginning that's very good, and it's her undressing from her spacesuit.
It's so iconic.
And
I
she did a
love
pretty
it.
good job acting like she was in space.
Yes.
She's actually on a big piece of plexiglass or
I didn't
glass or
know
whatever.
that.
I read it in IMDb.
God damn it.
Smart.
I didn't even know that.
Smart. Anyway,
I want to do that.
so the title sequence, like the beginning scene where she's strip teasing and all that stuff, I think it lasted, what, 19 minutes?
I
No,
didn't time. I was distracted by her amazing body.
It's about
Oh my
4
God.
minutes long.
It was
4
so
minutes long
good.
of her undressing and all the credits coming up. And that's way too long. That is just, we could have shot that in 90 seconds. It's just way
Again,
too long.
hold on. You have to understand.
That wasn't
in-
establishing anything.
No, hold on. In 2016, everything goes faster.
Oh, yeah.
In 1968, that was...
Let's talk about that. This movie was slow.
In 1968, that was average.
Apparently in 1968, everybody moved slower, too.
They
so their
did.
brains processed things slower.
As somebody who has watched Doctor Who since 1963 when it started,
Yeah?
yeah, everything was slower back then.
Yeah, this movie was painfully slow in places.
But there were tits.
That seems to be your metric for a good movie.
No, just one.
Okay. Anyway, we'll move on to now, we're going to move on to the sound.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. No money left over for sound.
I have nothing to say about this one because I have no idea.
There were entire scenes where music was happening and then sound effects were happening and then they would cut to the next scene and all of the sound just stopped. Like there was no transition. It was like they cut a scene out of the film and just smacked it back together and there you go. So really bad sound. The ADR was horrible. I think there was only 2 scenes that I could see where the audio was actually captured on set, and the rest of it was ADR, and it was not done well. Anyway, okay, so we'll just. Oh, the music was fantastic though.
I want to know what 2 scenes those were, though.
One of the scenes where that glass thing came down and they were on opposite sides of it.
You're trapped.
Trapped in the Chamber of Dreams.
The Matmas will devour you.
Your Majesty!
It's no use. I've got the 2 keys. The wall.
Sealed for all eternity.
That was actually that sound that they were yelling back and forth when she was trapped inside whatever she was trapped in. Duran Duran trapped her on the other side with the invisible key.
Yes, okay,
There's
okay.
invisible keys in this movie, by the way.
So good.
Not funny. Anyway, that was actually captured on set, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, the music was great. I thought most of the music was done by, who were we talking about?
I don't know.
It's not unusual to be
Oh, Tom
loved
Jones,
by
Tom
anyone.
Jones, that's
Yeah.
right.
So I'll have to check to see if the final credit scene was Tom Jones or not.
I kind of doubt it was.
But a
we'll
lot
see.
it was in the Tom Jones wheelhouse of music during most of the film. So good job for the music picked. So who knows, whatever. Okay. All right, so we were talking about if this film works or not, and
Yes!
no.
No, I hate you.
Well, hold on a second. I've got some questions for you then. Who is this movie for?
men who like boobs, and
Men from 1968, apparently.
and women who want to feel empowered.
Women from 1968.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm willing to give you this very loose idea that this movie is for everybody from the year 1968.
That's right.
What kind of movie is this? Like, if you had to, what genre would you say that this movie is?
Erotic adventure. I like the.
So, porno?
No!
Soft porno.
In 1968? Yes.
It always comes back to 1968.
Well, screw you, buddy. You know what? You can't ask me to watch a historical movie and not judge it in the context of the year it was made.
You're right. There is some leniency for this
Yeah.
being an older film, for this being a lower budget film. So you're saying that the movie works.
Okay. In 1968, it does.
All right, so let's get in my DeLorean. We'll jot back to 1968. We'll watch the film. Anyway, I'm going to say that this film does not work, and the reason why is because it was painful to watch. Even with Jane Fonda boobies, even with about 60 other boobies.
All right.
There was a whole set of The Labyrinth
There was.
where it was just naked people fused into the rocks. 1968.
Okay. You know what? Screw you, buddy.
I want to thank you for being the very first to do this. So we're ironing out some of the bugs here. This is not necessarily the final set because it's pretty shitty.
So what you're trying to say is my choice of movies is bad, and I should feel bad.
I did not say that. I did not at all. I just want to jot through some of my notes here from watching the film to see if we missed anything. Let's see. There's jizzed. Oh, there's blue bunnies in this film.
Yes,
so they did some
right.
things in this film that I don't think the MPAA would allow these days, or the animal activist groups or PETA.
ASPCA.
Is that what it is? ASPCA,
Yes.
not PETA?
Yeah.
Okay.
That too. I don't think PETA's around yet. But yeah.
This movie had demon toys. Awesome.
Yeah, they had dolls that
was
bit
actually
people
awesome.
and made blood. I actually like
That
those.
was
and
actually
they made like a
kind
chomp,
of
chomp, chomp, chomp
creepy
noise.
and scary.
It was actually.
Which makes the funny part of the film, and I did big quotes, funny, so out of place.
You're the worst.
Because this film could have been so much better. It could have been something else. It could have been good if they wrote something, which they didn't.
But remember, in 1968, they were all stoned. Come on, dude. They were so stoned.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'm sure they
Super
were very stoned.
Super stoned.
A lot of people were stoned making this.
Oh, yeah. All of them.
The tongue box about 10 years ago, where I think it was Tosh in Tosh.0, he said something like, I want to tongue punch you in the fart box.
Oh,
and
gosh.
just that combination of words together just made me lose my shit and fall off the couch laughing. So when I heard tongue box,
Yeah.
that's all I could hear.
And
That's
that
all I
was
could
the
think
name
of.
of her translator, by the way.
Yeah,
it was
the
She's
universal
like, hold
translator.
On.
Ooh,
Let me
and
adjust my tongue box.
That's
Whoop,
worth
whoop.
talking about. Is that so much influence from Barbarella seems like it filtered into Star Trek.
Oh, for sure.
So you had
Absolutely.
you had a universal translator in the tongue box. You had transportation. you had transporters
Yes.
because in the beginning when she was going on this mission, the president of Earth transported these weapons to her ship,
Yeah.
and they just sort of showed up in this
Yes.
box. So that was there. Oh God, spider tits. Why'd I write that down?
Oh, because they were in the labyrinth, but
yeah.
there were spider webs. Like, woo.
Oh yeah. It was as good as any 99-cent spider webs that you buy at the dollar store. So good effect there. Let's see. Barbarella is a whore.
Hey,
How many people did she sleep with in this film?
excuse me,
Yeah.
Mr. Double Standard. If this is a movie about a man named Barbarello, and he slept with a bunch of
I would
women,
watch that.
would you be like, that man's a man whore? But
Yeah.
because she's a woman.
Yeah, no. I would be all about man whore.
The point is, that's why it's a sexually
point is-
liberating film. Because she experiences physical love for the first time, and she's like, oh my f***ing God. And then...
Great. More bleeping I have to do.
Okay, sorry. And she's like, oh my God. And then she keeps going, and that's her own prerogative. Just saying. Yep, that's all. Yeah.
Okay, so there was a Futurama suicide booth in this.
There was, that's right.
Was that part of the... Was that right outside the labyrinth, or was that inside...
No, that was a plot point. After she got... It was!
Plot point.
It was!
There was no plot.
Well, screw you, buddy.
Okay, there is an extremely funny part of this movie. It was the funniest line of the movie. It was not meant to be funny, and that's why it was so funny. So, the Black Queen, toward the almost end of the movie, this is well into the third act. I don't even think there were acts in this film, by the way. I think it was just one long act. But the Black Queen has Pygar. Right.
Pygar.
Has Pygar captured again because he's an idiot.
He's blind!
He can't stop.
Jesus,
he can't
man.
stop being
Oh
captured.
my Lord.
So
Here's the thing.
So
You're like Barbarella's a whore,
Rocky-
but I don't deal with this role reversal where the man gets captured.
whatever. Rocky
Yeah.
Horror Icarus is laying on the ground, and the Black Queen climbs on top of him, and she's basically raping him as he lays there.
No, she's just,
She's like wiggling
Well, wiggling
and
does
licking
not
his
equate
face,
rape.
and
Well,
like she's doing a lot of dirty things to him,
Right.
or almost doing a lot of dirty things to him. And I shit you not, out of nowhere, his line is,
An exquisite delight.
What is it you want?
that's right. He says, "What is it that you want?" Well, I know
maybe
that.
you're just double checking.
Well, I know that on Earth they have a thing where they have sex by holding up their hands and eating mushrooms or whatever pills. But on his planet, they probably have regular sex.
But he's blind, so maybe he thinks she's just scratching an itch or whatever.
You've heard it here. Blind people don't know how to have sex.
No, blind.
And he wasn't. He didn't start blind. Remember, they shot out his eyeballs or something like that, and he became blind.
What if blind angels on that planet don't know how to have sex? I don't know.
Oh, that would be a sad angel. Ugh. Okay, so, shit. There's one other funny part that is unintentionally funny, and that's Death by Finches.
That's
where
right.
they-
I like that.
They capture Barbarella. Okay, this whole film is about Barbarella and Pygar getting captured over
that's
and
true.
over again.
That's true. That's true.
And there's one part where Durant, and I don't even think they know. She knows at this point that he's Durant, or was it the Black Queen that caught her? Who knows? Somehow she ends up in this glass bubble cage that has a bird's head on it,
Yes.
and then she's going to die by Finch.
Birds pecking her, basically.
They release about 1,000 birds into this little thing with her, and more reasons for her outfit to start falling off of her.
Heck yeah.
So that was the third time that her outfit was
who's
falling
counting?
off of her, or twice. I don't know. I don't really know, but oh god, this movie sucked balls. All
hate
right.
this so much.
So
You invite me over and you're like, tell me a movie you like. I'm like, this movie, and you're like, screw you.
so the scene where Pornstache and Barbarella have sex. I dropped my notes.
So this is where
Anyway, that was the worst sex scene since 8 Mile. Yeah, I said that.
I haven't seen that movie, so we're good. Yeah, sorry.
She's saying I haven't seen any good movies. 8 Mile was good. All right, so at some point I asked myself, is this a comedy? With a big question mark on it, because I don't think I could figure it out. It wasn't. It was trying to be funny, and it wasn't funny. So not a comedy in my book. Durant was trying to crown himself, but for whatever reason got interrupted twice.
You missed the whole point of the movie.
Would you say I missed the plot?
I'd say you missed the climax.
I saw her climax.
Yeah.
Many times.
Exactly. The point of the movie is Durant creates a machine of ultimate pleasure that nobody can endure without dying.
Diring, but that's not his goal. That was just a plot device
It was to kill her.
to kill her.
Yeah.
But then he had other plans for her after he couldn't kill her with that thing.
Right. But the point
Backup
is,
plan.
he did not take into account the female orgasm.
True. Which apparently
Right.
is a very powerful thing that I will
Exactly.
never know the beauty of.
All around me are familiar
And that's why this
faces.
is a sexploitation and sexual liberation film at the same time. Because she breaks his machine with her orgasms.
Not only that, she broke, somehow they broke the positron gun, Ray.
I missed that part.
It was the end!
It was probably with her orgasms.
No.
I'm sure
I don't even know how that
sure
positron ray exploded, but it caught on fire, and I think he died. And then at the very end, by the way, everybody's dead. Everybody.
Except for Pygar.
Except for Pygar and Barbarella and maybe the Black Queen?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's
Obviously.
right.
Okay, hold on.
Because
We're getting to that.
Ah.
So he has killed everybody on the planet with the positron ray. All of the characters that we were introduced to and maybe gave a damn about dead. And then he dies, I guess, when the positron vibe ray catches fire.
Sure.
So everybody on the planet's dead except for Barbarella, who then finds Pygon, who is near dead.
Pygar.
Polygon? Pygar. And please, Beth, tell me how Barbarella resurrects or resuscitates Pygar.
It's kind of vague, you know.
Vague.
I know.
It's kind of stupid, is what it was. She gave him CPR,
Yeah.
but angel CPR
Well,
by flapping his wings.
Oh, right, that's right. She goes like Isabella was like, yeah. Like you said, like I'm Pygar. Like you have freaking wings, okay? You don't have wings. I can't flap your wings.
You're right, you can't.
I can't.
I don't have wings to flap.
She resurrects him, and then here's the moral.
No, this is not the moral.
It so is the moral.
Okay, it's the moral, but it's also leading into the very last line of the movie. So I'm going to give this to you to wrap up the whole thing. I'm going to let you tell our audience what the moral of Barbarella is.
The moral of Barbarella is
Well, first of all, explain what happens.
she resurrects him.
Yep.
And then he saves her. He grabs her and he's flying away.
Flies away.
He also grabs the Black Queen.
The Black Queen, who's been nothing but a giant bitch to him the entire time.
And she's like, why are you saving her? And he says, an angel never remembers. Basically, love is universal.
That's not what he said. He
What did
said
he
an
say?
angel has no memory.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, at the end of the day, the point is universal love will conquer all. Yay, love. Yay.
This movie was terrible.
This movie was awesome.
I recommend. So the last thing we do on this program is we're going to rate it on the number of drinks you're going to require to enjoy, on whatever level, watching this film. Beth, why don't you tell your version of how many drinks it takes to enjoy this
0.
film? Okay, so she literally, really said 0. She's clearly a crazy person.
No.
Insanity. I'm going to give this 7. 7 alcoholic beverages to enjoy, and you better have a good crew watching it with you, because there are parts of the movie that you can make fun of, and they're hysterical. But there's about 15 minutes in the middle, which is so cringeworthy that
Oh, wow. 15 minutes. So
there's
bad.
no way to
Oh.
enjoy the middle 15 minutes of this film where they're in the underground secret resistance place. I can't. There's.
You just don't appreciate art.
And with that, I think that's the end of our very first Models and Movies review. So again, thank you, Beth, so much for enduring
Thank you.
2.5 hours with
You mean
me.
enjoying the movie? It's such a good movie.
Enduring my bullshit, I guess is what it is.
Yeah.
So we had a fun shoot. We shot a couple of things.
did.
We actually, because of the movie, a few things inspired by Barbarella.
That's right.
And you're probably seeing a couple of those images right now.
Uh-huh.
They're good. Anyway.
Like the movie.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough space age props to do more than the one look, but that's what you get.
We tried.
We rocked it.
Yeah!
Yeah.
High five!
High five!
Woo!
All right. right, so that has been our review of Barbarella. It was awful.
Awesome.
Something.
Great.
And please subscribe. Share this if you like. I'll try to make it entertaining. And next time will be a different person sitting there with a different movie. And maybe she won't be as insane as Beth. Till next time.
Bye.
See you later.